Welcome back to 5 Minute Fantasy Football, presented to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Today, we're going to talk about the best ball blueprint, just putting together all the positional guidelines based on the research in Hayden Wink's article to tell you what to do in each position, put it all together, and then let's draft a team. So first, go to Underdog Fantasy, download Underdog Fantasy, use promo code FFSGPN so they know we sent you. First, must draft a quarterback in the first 14 rounds. Really, they suggest drafting one in the first 8. Do not go double elite bully quarterback. It's not a good strategy. 2 to 3 quarterbacks through 18 rounds. Next is going to be running backs. 1 running back in the first 4 rounds. Do not go double running back. It's not been successful 2 years in a row. 3 to 4 running backs through round 10. 4 to 5 through rounds through the entire draft. Go with a 5 running back strategy if you've gone 0 RB. Hayden Wink's golden rule of best ball. 4 to 5 receivers through the first 7 rounds. 4 to 6 receivers through rounds 10 and 7 to 8 in the entire draft. These guys go early. You're going to want to go early. Early tight end or late round tight end, Evan Ingram, Sam Laporta, Trey McBride. Some late tight ends have really been, successful. Jake Ferguson. But Travis Kelce's also been a very good strategy. So if you go early or go late, either way, get it before round 9. Do not get two elite tight ends. Don't go bully tight end. And 2 to 3 tight ends through rounds 18. These guys don't score a lot of points unless they score a touchdown. So you're really hurting yourself if you're going 4 or 5 tight ends. It's not going to be a good strategy, and you're not going to want to employ that. So let's look at a team. I got a team here that we put together using these guidelines. A.J. Brown, Drake London, Michael Pittman for the start. Again, you're seeing all of these receivers go in the first 3 rounds. If you were to go with an Achane or a Jonathan Taylor, like this guy's got Tank Dell as wide receiver 1. Good luck. So I'm not gonna wait on this. I find myself wanting to draft Bijan, wanting to draft Achane in the first or second round, and then I don't like my receivers. Got ETN here as my wide receiver 1, but he's in the 4th round. I like the value. Again, it's all about maximizing assets and value and following the rules. Getting my 4 tight ends in the 4 receivers in the first 7 rounds, my first running back in the first 4 rounds. So I got A.J. Brown, Drake London, Michael Pittman Jr., Travis Etienne, and then I got Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed had the 4th most fantasy points per touch last year. They really, really liked him in the red zone. I like the way they manufacture touches for this guy, and I think he has a high ceiling. Kyle Pitts, I know I got London and Pitts, so of course I got Kirk Cousins later. Picked up Zamir White. I don't mind the running backs in this area. You have the round 6 running backs, round 7 running backs, even the round 8 running backs are fine running back 2s or 3s, and the receivers here aren't as good. I mean, you really aren't as comfortable with a Jordan Addison or Rome Odunze or Brian Thomas Jr. as your second receiver. But you're okay with these guys, whether it's Ramondre Stevenson, Aaron Jones, Zamir White, Zach Moss as your second running back. So it's all about positional replacement. Go early receiver and wait on the running backs. I took Rashee Rice here, upside pick. If he doesn't get suspended, I think I got a great value. If he does get suspended, it just depends on how long he's suspended. Either way, I have one of the top targets and one of the best offenses in the league in the 8th round. Brian Robinson Jr., Javonte Williams, double tap the running backs here. Get me some depth. These are my 3rd and 4th running backs. Again, these guys right here are like Jameson Williams, Curtis Samuel, these kind of guys. I'd rather just take my running backs, and these guys could end up being starters for me for half the season. Kirk Cousins, Justin Herbert, double tap this position. I had to get Kirk Cousins here, and then I did. You do got to pay attention to bye weeks when you do these best ball. So I did pay attention there, and I got Kirk Cousins stacked up with Kyle Pitts and Drake London, and then I got Justin Herbert. I think Herbert's going to use his legs a lot more this year. Hopefully behind that offensive line, he's not, as injured as he's been in the past, and he can do some of those things. And so we'll see. Jahan Dotson in the 13th round. I was surprised he was available. Jalen Polk, another guy with, just tremendous upside, could be the number 1 on his team. And we saw Jacoby Brissett really hyper target Amari Cooper, not Amani Toomer, Amari Cooper. And Jalen Polk will be in that role in this offense with Alex Van Pelt and Jacoby Brissett. And then, of course, when Drake May gets in there, and Drake May and Jalen Polk are already working together. Chigakonkwo is my second tight end, just an upside guy. We've seen that offense, that Bengals offense that's coming over to Tennessee. We've seen that turn out. Guys like CJ Uzama and other random dudes. Chig is a post-hype sleeper for me. Herbert, upside pick. If someone were to get hurt or he got traded or someone else got traded, that could be a nice pick there in the 16th round. Marvin Mims, again, upside pick. They drafted him fairly high last year, and this guy could get more playing time in a very ambiguous, receiving core with a lot of changes going on. And then Drake May, pairing him up with Jalen Polk. Again, going with an upside pick. I probably doesn't start the season. I probably don't need him in the beginning of the season, but maybe if he hits at the end of the season with his rushing upside, a Sam Howell or, hopefully a Justin Herbert, Josh Allen type of running, of rushing upside gets me some production there. So let me know what you think. This is 5 minute fantasy football. As always, good luck this season.